Good morning. We just arrived to meet with the guy who is gonna tell us the price.
So yeah, we're meeting with a couple of different contractors. This is 𝐿𝐸𝐫𝐸𝐵𝐵𝐵 guy, and he's gonna give us some prices for cutting entrance into the property because we don't have a way to get here from the road. We just had to access it from my friend Richard's property, and it was quite a drive. So yeah, we're meeting with him, and then we're also meeting with my friend Dave on Saturday. He also has a excavator, so I'm gonna just compare what they both say to get the best option for us. But yeah, it's awesome because we never got to see this much of the property. This is the most we've seen, and we really only, right now, we're probably only sitting on maybe 10 acres. So we still have another 24 acres to explore, which a lot of it has some trees in it, but it's exciting. So let's go see if we can find our guy and see what he says. Have you ever dreamed of quitting your job, selling everything, and moving to the country to start a homestead? Well, what if we told you it's possible? I'm Nader.
And I'm Alina, a couple who left the bright lights of Las Vegas behind for the peaceful landscapes of rural Tennessee.
With no prior experience in farming or country living, we decided to take a gamble on a completely new way of life.
Join us as we begin on this journey to build a homestead from scratch.
We'll be sharing our successes and our failures as we learn to live sustainably, raise animals, grow our own food, and adapt to a slower, more fulfilling way of life. So whether you're dreaming of a similar adventure or simply curious about how two city folks are faring in the country, subscribe and follow along for an exciting adventure.
Welcome to Sin City Country.
Alright, our contractor is arrived.
So you kind of got to build it up so the water comes off the road into the ditches and flows down.
Okay. Do you put like half culverts or something, or do it just?
Well, you really don't need a culvert. You can kind of just make a ditch.
Yeah.
Basically.
Okay. Okay, so it'd be so let's just say coming straight would be a bad idea. You'd want to like wind it.
I mean, you can't go straight. It's just some people like to look at that a little more. You know what I mean? Rather than just a straight up line. Okay. If you'll notice, some entrances to places have more of a contoured drive up rather than just a straight line to the house. Yeah. And that's just kind of a preference thing, really.
Okay.
Too,
All right. So cutting. Okay, so you just got to put some culverts down there, some small 16-inch or whatever. Cut it in, and then build up a road. I mean, let's drive up here. I'll show you so you can get a. So, if we did, would you? If we're gonna build, you'd want to grade all this down, right? Level it completely off.
Yeah, I mean, depending on what your house plan calls for.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If you just want to build a house up here.
But if you wanted a one big level area, I mean, is that a pain in the ass? I mean, is that...
No, I mean, it's all doable.
It's all doable.
Flatten this all up if you want.
Yeah. So would you recommend going straight up a road or maybe taking the path that we just took to put a road? You know?
I mean, it's kind of a preference for you, really.
Okay.
You know?
It's almost the same distance, so cost-wise, it'd probably be around the same.
Yeah, I mean, obviously a straight line would probably be cheaper.
Yeah.
But what you get into with straight lines up a steep hill like this, it's just your water is what you're fighting, you know? And when it's running straight downhill, straight down a hill, you're gonna wash. And especially like your ditches, you know?
Yeah.
You're probably gonna have to wind up putting a rock in those ditches.
Okay.
You know, versus maybe you wouldn't have to do that if you kind of meander it around. You know, when you kind of angle it off, you can kind of shoot some of that water off down the hill and then come back around. You know, does that make sense?
Yeah.
What's your plans for when are you planning on doing something like down the road or?
No, we're planning. My daughter's in high school right now, her senior year. So as soon as she's done, we're selling the house, and her and I are moving out here. Yeah. So, but we want to get obviously the entrance cut because we can't do shit without having to.
Yeah, and I mean you're gonna have to have a good road up here to get construction done too.
Yeah.
You know?
Before I found out my friend Dave has an excavator, we had already made an appointment with John to get some pricing and decided to keep it so we could give you guys some real world pricing, not just what a good friend would do it for. Well, yeah, work up some pricing and just what's it cost to cut the thing, and then based on footage wise, you're going to give me a based on foot wise, right? 100 feet, every 100 feet is this much or whatever. That way, then at least I can start tracking, because on my app I can track it out and be like, okay, it's going to be 1,000 feet. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, I can give you a per foot price, or kind of just an estimation of what it would cost.
Yeah.
You know.
Okay.
Because I mean, that's a pretty considerable distance.
Yeah.
You know. And sometimes on a project like this, we'll kind of get the road built, then put down some bigger stone. They call it like base stone,
right,
which is like 1.5 inches or something. Kind of leave that on there. And that way during construction, you got your bigger trucks in and out of here. And that'll kind of pack that down.
Yeah.
And then kind of once you're done with all your construction, because that's going to, I mean, it's not going to tear the road up, but it's going to work that rock back and forth. And then, say, once you're done building, then we can come back and kind of top that all off with some nice crusher run, you call it, which is the finer stuff.
Okay.
And then that'll be your finished road.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, just let's work it like that. Price for cutting and putting the entrance in, and then price per whatever, however you want to give it to me, and then we'll try to decide where we want to put the house, and then determine all that stuff. All right, so basically we need to figure out a few things before we decide to start cutting a road. Number one, where's the house site going to be? I think we got it planned as far as what we need to do on the road. We just need to pick the spot, and he says we want to be about 30 foot wide, so we'll get some stakes when we run into town today and some spray paint, and we'll start at least marking some things out to determine where we want to cut the road, and then determine which path we could take. We could go straight, which he said over time will be a problem because the water will try to run everything down. The best way is to sort of at least go with the curvature of the property and divert the water at different angles so it makes it less erosion in time. So I think that's what we're going to need to do. I mean, the biggest thing, I'm going to have to get some type of mowing equipment, whether it's going to be something to pull behind this or something, because this is a lot of land to manage. This isn't our backyard in Vegas where I get the little mower and mow it in 5 minutes. And this stuff grows quickly, so that's going to be step one, is come up with some type of mowing solution. So I don't know if anyone out there has, I was looking, there's some flail mowers that you can pull behind UTVs. If anyone has any of those or uses them, let me know if it's worth it, if it's something that actually does a good job, or here's some type of recommendations. I don't even know if a zero-turn mower would be good for this type of terrain or not. So lots of stuff to research, but we'll get it done. It's exciting.
Look at this beautiful pool our friend has in the middle of the woods of Tennessee. He built this beautiful pool and a little barbecue area, and of course his beautiful house with the pizza oven.
It's nice to have a neighbor with a pool.
I know, right? We can come here anytime. 4th of July pool party. Look at this.
So far, we've gotten everything we needed to get done. I mean, day one goal was to get the UTV. Next, we need to meet with another contractor who is a friend of mine, actually. He's got some equipment, so he's coming on Saturday morning, and we're going to meet with him and see what options we have. As you saw, we already met with the one contractor, so he's going to give us a price, and we'll just compare what he says to what my friend says and go with the best option. We still have to get the address, but in order to do that, we're going to have to stake out some stuff and see what happens.
And now it's a fun time. We're gonna swim and relax. Good morning, guys. It's another beautiful day in Tennessee. I'm about to make my morning coffee because I can't start my day without a cup of coffee, or maybe two. It's going to be a busy day. We are waiting for another friend, Dave. He's coming from Franklin.
with his family member who is in construction business, and they're gonna give us very important advices about where to build the road, put the house, all these important things we need to know. So Nathan's back. And is Dave coming soon?
Yeah, I believe so. I mean, he's supposed to text us 15 minutes out, so we just had to move the horses from the field to inside the stables.
Okay. All right, let's make a coffee and start our day.
All right, so today's plan is my friend Dave, who I've known for a long time, from back in probably 20 years or even longer than that. Anyway, he lives in Nashville, and his son-in-law, Marco, is a builder, and they both do some, different construction work. So he actually has a excavator, and he has agreed to come out here and take a look at the property and give us some input and find out what it would cost for him to get his equipment out here and them to pay one of their guys to operate it. So that's the plan for today. Try to determine where we would cut in from the main road and try to determine where we would build the road and up to the building site. So that's it.
Yeah, it's gonna be busy day, and probably we will go take a breakfast together, have a breakfast together.
Or lunch, yeah.
Or lunch together, yeah. I forgot it's almost 10.
Yeah, it's almost 10:30, yeah.
Yeah, I need to get used to wake up early. Well, when I work in Vegas, I wake up early, but here it's so much fresh air, such a quiet place, it's so nice to sleep. It's going to be challenging for me to change my schedule on my night owl, so it's going to be a little bit challenging to change my schedule.
Yeah, well, in the summer when she has to do some work
Garden.
outside, if she doesn't get up at 6 a.m. and get it done, she's going to be dying, and it'll force her to change.
I will. I know, if I want something, if I like something, I will change.
All right, so we're here. This is Dave Sr., Dave Jr., and we got Marco over there. Marco's a builder here in Tennessee. He's been building houses all around Tennessee, so if you need any building done,
Marco's the guy.
We're going to get Marco. You just contact us, leave a message or anything, and we'll put you in contact with him. So Dave's going to give us his expertise on figuring out where we need to be to cut the road and the entrance and everything. So you want to go down by the road and check it out?
Yeah, for sure. So when you're looking at this kind of topography, this isn't as bad as you would think. I mean, yeah, is it going to be more gradual if you snake it? But it's not going to be as critical as you think. Because I mean, if you start getting higher topographies, that could get a problem real quick.
Well, the neighbor, he says it's too much.
Right.
He wants to take. That's like straight like that.
You get a little bit of ice, and the whole community won't be able to leave
Yeah.
unless you salt it or something.
Yeah.
It'll just be like a sledding thing. We lived at a house like that, and it was horrible.
Okay.
I mean, if there was a storm, you just didn't leave.
Yeah, we don't want that.
Yeah. So it's better to do it right. Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So it would definitely be able to have meander more, and it's a prettier ride, right?
Yeah.
But it's also longer, so the expense of that road
Yeah.
is exponentially going up with every bend.
Yeah.
Also, the other thing is if you cut it in there, you're going to be right next to your neighbor's driveway.
Yeah.
Whereas if you cut it in here, it's going to feel like
Yeah.
you're coming on and this is all yours. Where
Yeah.
there, it's going to feel like you have a neighbor.
Yeah.
Here, you would never even know you had a neighbor.
Yeah. Yeah.
It doesn't look, to me, from this, it doesn't look like you've got any serious hills and valleys in there that you got to deal with, that you got to navigate. So I think that's going to be good. Let me see where we are here. Okay, so I'm trying to match up with this. So basically, you're right up to this ridge line here, right about there.
Yeah.
That tree line right there is about the back of your property. So it looks like over here, there's all kinds of good, you know what I mean? Places to, views and places to build.
I mean, that's all flat. Look at that. That's
Yeah.
This is the best. We can drive here, but this has got a beautiful outlook right there. So that's why,
Okay.
this is.
That's because he's tall. Yeah, right? You got a little stubby dude like me. See, now he thinks he's Tarzan. Natter of the woods. In his Versace glasses.
Yeah. Yeah, so this is really flat over here.
And there's a prickler right here that's like eating into my leg. I think that one might have gone in. Yeah. Okay. I'm not going over that. Because that would be a YouTube moment right there. And there ain't no water to fall into. You know, just to the left of this tree.
Yeah, well, the root system's going to be pretty big. What do you think? Probably right here?
That'd probably be fine. Maybe a little. Just lay it on the road. Just lay it on the road. So that's 100 foot. That's 100 foot right there. There's 100 foot.
That's huge, man.
Yeah, so
I think 50 feet would be big enough, no?
Bring it, let me bring it into 60. You'd be surprised when you get a big 18-wheeler and you got to turn in, but, well, can you get around to the area that you're talking about? Because I'd like to look at it for
Yeah, we'll drive. Let's see where we can go.
We got a 60,000-pound excavator on a trailer.
Yeah.
Well, actually, let's back it up and put it over there. Take it in, you know, see what it's like in the winter. See, because I'll tell you, in about 2 months, your entire perspective could change other than the entrance, because you're going to be able to, all these leaves are going to be down, and you're going to be able to see what your land really looks like.
Yeah.
Because there were so many things on our other property that I had no flipping idea until it was winter, and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is a beautiful home site right here.
Right.
I never would have thought of it, because right now it looks like a bunch of trees and weeds and overgrowth, you know? Like it might be, because like I wouldn't put your house, I'm guessing that's your property line, so I wouldn't put your house as close to the property line.
No, put it back
I'd put it back up in here. You know, but I mean, you can always hide that with some vines or something if you didn't want to physically see the fence. But, but I wouldn't decide where you want to put your home until you've been on the property in the winter with no leaves.
Yeah. Cheers. Thank you.
Cheers.
Cheers, Richard. I know you're not drinking anything, but cheers. Thank you for the hospitality. You guys are always amazing. Make us feel right at home, and thank you for helping us make this dream come true.
No problem.
Bungee Fitness Factory.
I'm glad we can make it happen.
Yeah.
Yay.
That's what it is.
Alfie, what you doing? What you doing? Alfie, what you doing? What you doing? What you doing, my cutie? My cutie. My little cutie. My little baby. Alfie.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please remember to like and subscribe. We're still waiting on the quotes for the entrance and the roadwork, and as soon as we have them, we'll be sure to share all the details with you. And don't forget to tune in next week for more updates on the Homestead journey.